The hallway was louder than usual that Monday morning, with students shoving past each other, laughter echoing, and lockers slamming. But among all the noise, a sharp, nervous silence followed every step Emily took. She wasn't the kind of girl who sought attention. She preferred keeping her head down, blending in. But being new at Lincoln High made her a target. And in a school ruled by the football team, standing out, even for a moment, meant trouble. From the very first day, Emily noticed how the team captain, Derek, and his group of players prowled the halls like they owned the place. They were bigger, louder, and feared by most. To them, intimidation was just another sport. Emily wasn't weak, but she tried not to fight battles that weren't hers. She wanted peace, just a chance to focus on her classes and maybe make a few friends. But the bullies had other plans. That morning, when she bent down to pick a book she dropped near her locker, she heard the heavy thud of sneakers and laughter behind her. Before she could stand, two strong arms pushed her hard against the cold metal lockers. The sound echoed, drawing the eyes of students passing by. Derek smirked, his crew circling like hyenas. "You're new here," he sneered, "so you gotta learn the rules. We walk where we want, take what we want, and if you're in the way, you pay." His words dripped with arrogance, and his friends chuckled as though it was routine. The crowd began to form. Phones tilted up, recording. Some whispered, some laughed nervously, but no one stepped in. Emily pressed her palms against the lockers, feeling the weight of their force pinning her. Fear tightened her chest, but deeper than that fear was something else, anger. She had left her old school because of the same thing, because bullies thought they could silence her. But this time, she had sworn it would be different. She lifted her eyes, steady and calm, meeting Derek's grin. He expected fear, maybe tears, but not the steel in her stare. The football player shifted uneasily, masking it with a laugh. "What are you gonna do?" he mocked. "Cry. Run." His words ignited the spark she had been holding back. With one sharp move, Emily lifted her knee high and drove it straight into Derek's stomach. The impact echoed louder than the locker slam. The captain gasped, stumbling back, clutching his gut as pain ripped through him. His laughter turned into a choking groan, his friends stunned into silence. The hallway froze, gasps, shocked whispers, and then silence heavy enough to crush the air. Derek dropped to his knees, his face twisted in agony. His teammates rushed forward, but none dared touch her. Emily's eyes scanned them, fierce and unshaken, and they backed off as though she carried more power than all of them combined. The recording phones captured everything: the strike, the captain collapsing, the look on her face. For the first time in a long while, Emily wasn't the girl who hid in the shadows. She was the storm they never saw coming. But her story didn't end with one knee strike. Word spread across the school within hours. Some students looked at her with newfound respect, whispering about how she had finally done what no one dared. Others stayed away, unsure if she was dangerous. Teachers pulled her aside, worried about the violence, but she explained calmly what happened. She didn't fight to start trouble, she fought to stop it. And deep down, many of them admired her courage even if rules forced them to stay silent. The football team's dominance began to crumble. Derek, the untouchable captain, missed weeks of practice, his injury ending his season before it began. His absence left the team fractured, their intimidation losing its power. Without their leader, the bullies faded back, quieter, suddenly aware that not everyone would bow. For Emily, things changed too. People who once ignored her started sitting with her at lunch, asking questions, sharing laughs. A few confided their own stories of being bullied, and she listened, encouraging them. She became a symbol of strength, though she never asked for it. And in that strength, she discovered something important. Standing up wasn't just about fighting back. It was about showing others they could stand too. Still, not every day was easy. Some called her violent, a troublemaker. Some of Derek's loyal friends glared at her, trying to intimidate, but none dared lay a hand on her again. She learned to hold her head high, to walk through the halls not as prey, but as someone unafraid. Her past fears began to lose their grip. She wasn't just surviving anymore, she was living. Weeks later, Derek returned to school, limping slightly, his pride more wounded than his body. He avoided her eyes in the hallway, the mocking smirk replaced with silence. His friends no longer pushed others around. The throne they built on fear had collapsed, and Emily's courage had lit the match. The students didn't forget what they saw. That video spread quietly at first, then beyond the school walls, shared in whispers and reposts. To some it was shocking, to others inspiring, and to Emily, it was a reminder that even when the world tried to corner you, you had the power to push back. So if you're watching this right now, remember Emily's story. Remember that strength doesn't come from being the loudest, the biggest, or the most feared. True strength comes from standing tall when no one expects you to. If you've ever felt small, if you've ever been pushed, pinned, or silenced, know that you are stronger than you think. And if this story moved you, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs it, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more powerful stories that remind us of the courage inside us all. Because sometimes, one moment of bravery can change everything.